Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be doing this sticker kit that's from Letters to Apollo. It's with gold foil and I really liked how this spread turned out. I've said it before, but I'm more of a silver foil kind of girl, and this kit was gold, but I think that really balanced off with the orange really well. I hope everybody's doing really well. I have been slacking on filming my videos. It's just been a little chaotic since I closed down on the house. I've been kind of trying to get everything ready for our move. Since we have a couple more days with the lease that we have right now at the place that we're renting it right now, we're kind of just slowly moving into the new place, which I kind of enjoy. But I do love moving. I've moved my whole life. My mom was a renter, and I've just enjoyed even changing my room whenever we didn't move as much. And I just like new scenery and new settings and just having the opportunity to decorate a new place. I started off with the bottom washi over here like I always do. I used whiteout, and one of the benefits that I'm going to be really excited for when I move to a different planner is that hopefully I won't be whiting out as much. I really don't want to be wasting my money on Tombow and giving money to them for no reason. I'm really excited to start planning in a new planner. I ventured out and did some research on what I really wanted to do, and I've always liked Jasenia Printables inserts that she does. They're basically like the Erin Condren planners from way back when they were very minimalistic and just what we needed. If it's all the same stickers and it still has the headers, space for the headers, and I'll link in Kiara's planner down below because she's one of the ones that kind of introduced me to the layouts and the one that uses it a lot more often in the planner world that I've seen so far. I've also gotten some of the 1 in a million planners as well to test out. I'm not sure how much I like them yet just because I've heard that they are a little shorter, but I'll be testing that out to see how I do. And with the price of the recollections, although I don't like a lot of it, I think I'll be using it as a kind of a memory planner, just more of a journaling version versus the main planner that I'll be using is still my memory planner, but I'll use it more as like a scrapbook versus for the recollections. I think I'll be writing more of my feelings and just things that happen throughout the day that I want to remember, just because I am a forgetful person. So stay tuned and you'll be able to see what I'll be switching to. This planner that I'm using currently, I no longer support the brand. I've been saying it in my blurbs in my planner videos. I just don't think I would want to support it anymore. Erin Condren has had many opportunities to change her ways and I haven't seen any of that. Planner community has been giving her lots of advice, and she for years and years on her planners itself, but even now with all of the things going on, she's been shown to be very hypocritical. So I don't think I'm going to be supporting her any longer. And this planner is actually until the end of the year. That's usually how I like my planners, from January to December. But since I still have some time on it, I'm going to finish it off just because I want to complete my planner. But I just want to put a disclaimer out there that I will no longer be supporting the brand. I don't think I've ever used the Letters to Apollo kit before. I think this is my first one that I've done. This kit does come with glitter headers, so I really appreciated that, and all of them have gold foil on it. There's a decorative pink one, there's a orange one, and then there's a light blue color. And I usually say, I usually like to balance things. So since the washi banner or the washi on the bottom is pink, I decided to put the pink headers at the top just so that there's not too much pink in one area. I wanted to separate the pink and the blue because I just feel like they're kind of the darker side versus the orange is kind of a little more timid and a little bit more bland that can break up the pop of color. So I put that one as the second one, and then the blue just to put on the bottom of the spread. This kit also came with the date covers, which I'm using right now. It didn't come with the date dots, but I'll be using some later on from Scribble Prints Co., which is completely fine. This kit actually came with a lot, but some of the pieces you'll see me kind of struggling with. I don't know if the cutting was off on some of them, but it was kind of a struggle to get some of the pieces off, but I really liked how it turned out anyway, and I really loved how her premium matte feels. I'm always going to be a premium matte kind of girl. I think the matte and the gold foils or any kind of foil just really makes the foil shine, I think, in my opinion. These are the scribble prints code date dots that I was mentioning, so I'm going to be using these with the date covers that were provided from the kit. I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the base play out, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit for my daily plans. Starting with Monday, I actually had a couple of errands that I needed to run, so I'm actually going to use this checklist and I'm going to cut it down to 3 because I had 3 different places I needed to go. And I'm going to use this to write down all the different places that I went to. Since I'm leaving this apartment soon, I really wanted to utilize the pool space that we have, and they are taking precautions by using less of the tanning beds and limiting the amount of people that are out on the patio. So I've been trying to plan more tanning days just so I can take advantage of it before we leave. So some of the places I went to was just Walgreens so I can get some sunscreen, as well as Target so I can get some beach towels, and I made a stop to my mom's as well. After I came home, I just did some air fryer prep. So we were eating chicken wings that day, so I just used this air fryer sticker from a shop that I don't think is open anymore, and I was marinating the chicken wings to be ready for dinner. This week was when I was kind of going off on my working out. I was doing it pretty consistently, and this week I was kind of hanging out with more friends and just having more celebrations because of the 4th of July weekend. So I fell off of the wagon and I was hoping to get back into it. But I've been kind of in a slump, and I've been trying to tell myself that it's okay, but it is kind of mentally wearing me out that I'm not trying to push myself some more. So we'll see how the week goes, but I'm just marking the workouts that I did with this arrow that's from the kit, as well as this workout sticker that's from GP Studio. After that, I marked that I had a lot of dishes that I needed to do, so I found this extra sticker that I had, and I'm just going to be using that to mark all of the dishes that I had to do. At the end of the night, I was able to do a plan with me, so I marked it with the little thing, as well as this laptop sticker that is from Planning Roses, and this film sticker from Saucy Stickers Co. On Tuesday, some things have been happening lately. Usually this happens when I'm more stressed. If you've ever heard of it or experienced it, please let me down below. But in the morning, well, I guess it was Monday night going into Tuesday morning, but I woke up feeling sleep paralysis. I had it before when I was in my old house, and they usually happen when I'm really, really tired, or just when I have a lot of things on my mind, so when I'm really stressed as well. And for some reason, I had it this day as well, and I found this extra sticker from Once More with Love, so I just marked it with that. I really hate the experience of sleep paralysis. If you've ever experienced it, you would know what I'm talking about. It just feels like, it's almost like you have no control of your body, and it's really ghostly feeling, which is not the best feeling in the world. And whenever I do it, I always want to like scream or yell and just move just to get out of it. I've always hated sleeping in the dark, so I've always had a nightlight, but since I've moved in with my fiance, I felt more safe to not have to do that. But because of the sleep paralysis, I decided to just turn on my lamp that's on my night table and just to sleep with it until I wake up in the morning, or when there's sunlight peeking through from the windows, just so I can feel a little bit more safe. To catch up with my spread, I'm just adding a day extender just because I realized that I had a couple more things that I wanted to mark, and I really wanted to use this tanning sticker that I'll show you guys in a little bit. In the morning, I was able to take some Instagram pictures as well as upload the last video that you guys may have seen, which is my itty bitty haul, which didn't have a lot of shops, but I really wanted to share with you guys anyway, because most of the hauls that I do won't be an hour long. They'll most likely be very short ones that feature a couple of shops. Just because I am not shopping that much, just because we just put down money on a house, as well as I feel like when I watch videos that are an hour long, they kind of just make me want to buy a lot of more stuff than I need to. So I prefer the smaller videos that have smaller shops, less shops I should say, less shops, and then I can kind of focus on what I might want to buy from those shops, and instead of watching an hour long haul that might provoke me to want to buy more stuff that I do not need. I don't judge you if you do release those videos or if you purchase from those videos, but like I said, this is what I like to do. I just don't like to feed into my shopping habit because I know how bad it can get. So I'm going to move on to the rest of my day. On the inside, I just wanted to write that I was able to edit the plan with me that I filmed the day before. So I used the same laptop sticker from Planning Roses, as well as the edit sticker that's from Saucy Stickers Co. And I'm really glad I got all of these black stickers, just because for days when I have a different foil, then I can still use those stickers instead of using the silver ones that I usually have in my stack. Afterwards, I was able to also do my workout, which I'm really glad I was able to do. So I put the arrow that I was using before, and I used the workout sticker that's from JP Studio. I think on this day I was trying to convince myself that if I was able to do some working out, then I would treat myself with going to tan, and that kind of motivated me for a bit. But since it's been kind of cloudy and rainy the last couple days in Chicago, it's been kind of less motivating to do anything. Mood really changes depending on how the weather is, and especially when it's gloomy and rainy, those are the days when I really feel not motivated to do anything at all. I just want to stay home, watch videos, and just cuddle with my dog. So I'm glad I got to work out this day as well as tan. These are the stickers that I wanted to use in the spread. Since a majority of the spread is pink, I really wanted to use this huge towel sticker and use it for a majority of the day, and just write that I'm going to be tanning by the pool. I personally have not had the courage to go into a pool yet. Lots of other families I've seen have done so already, as well as with their kids, and I just don't feel safe doing that. I bring my own beach towels, and I try to go to one side of the chairs, whatever is possible. And usually I go during a time when there isn't that many people at the pool. I can see from the windows where my apartment is how many people are on the tanning beds or the lounge chairs, and usually when they're empty, that's usually when I try to head out. I live close to a hospital, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear the ambulances, but I just added an Ava sticker that's from Planning Like a Pro on top of the towel, just to show some more icons onto the towel. I really liked how it looked. And after I got back, I was able to make myself a green tea latte. I found this coffee sticker that was in my extra stickers book, and I just used that since it was a hot latte. I don't have any green tea latte stickers, so I just figured I could use this as an indication. At the end of the day, I was able to do what I always love to do, which is kind of doing a session of K-pop. I have a lot of videos that I usually like to watch. My fiance thinks I'm crazy, and he listens to it as much as I do, so when he does, he almost memorizes the tune of it as well as I do, which is really funny to me. But moving on to Wednesday, since it was July, I don't have any of the monthly stickers that's in gold, so instead I used this page flag from the kit, and I just decided to write in Happy July. I was able to tan with my friend and her friend on her rooftop. We were all kind of further apart from each other, and instead of using the big towel that I used on Tuesday, I used a small version of it and just wrote that I was tanning with the both of them. I think it was Julie's Plan that shared this cart that was basically a bigger version of the Raskog cart that I owned from, I didn't get the IKEA version, but I got the Target version of it, and she shared one that was a larger version that was almost like twice the size, and it seems so convenient because the way I store my stickers, which hopefully after I move I'll be able to do a video on soon. A lot of my stickers are jam-packed together, the albums, so I really appreciated that there was a larger version of it that was longer and deeper as well, so I can fit a lot more things onto this cart than I did before. Afterwards, one of my fiance's friend was able to come over to our house, and he was eating dinner with us. So my fiance made fried rice. I think it was kimchi fried rice, so it was really, really delicious, and it was just nice to see him since we haven't seen him in a while. As they were catching up, I was just building my cart, but I didn't like that the two munchkins were right next to each other, and since I wanted to mark that I also did my nails, I just decided to switch the positions. So first I labeled that I did my nails with this nail polish sticker, which I think is from an extra stickers book, so I'm not sure where it's from, but it looks like Fox and Pip. And then instead of putting it up earlier, I just put it at the end of the night that I was building my cart, which was really easy to do, and I think it's the best purchase I've ever made. If I can find it, I will definitely link it down below if you want to check it out. I completely recommend it. It's a beautiful cart, and it stores a lot of stuff if you have the space for it. Something I've been changing since I do sleep in more often since I'm on vacation was instead of writing in the sleep-ins this week, I've been doing kind of the opposite, where I'm writing down when I wake up early. So I used this Once More with Love Munchkin just to show that I was up at 9 a.m. that day, which is not a normal occurrence for me. Afterwards, I was able to do my workout, so I did the same thing with the arrow as well as the workout sticker. Here, I'm just showing that since I had the day extender, I had a lot of places that I needed to go to, as well as some things that I needed to do. So I used the rest of the checklist that I cut earlier and just indicated the different places I needed to go. I will be switching classrooms this year, which is kind of a bittersweet moment. I'm going to be moving to a full day classroom from a half day, and if you don't know what that means, in preschool, you're either in half day or full day. Half day usually means you're only there for 3 hours. Full day usually means you're there for the full 7. I'm switching to a different class that's full day, so I'll be with about 20 students for about 7 hours a day. It is a big change, and I'm moving classrooms as well as I'm working with different teacher and different students like I always do. So it's going to be an interesting change for the upcoming year, and with how the pandemic is going right now, no one knows what it's really going to look like. So that's another factor that's kind of been contributing to why I haven't been recording and doing my voiceovers and just slacking on Instagram and social media and all of that. It's just caused a lot of anxiety thinking about the upcoming year. DeVos, if you know who that is, she's been saying a lot of crazy things that I get really mad about even thinking about. I think most, if not all, teachers feel the same way, where they would love to go back to schools and return, as long as it's a safe condition for everyone involved. The kids, the teachers, the staff, just everyone involved. If they're able to provide the funds to keep us all safe, then we would definitely want to return. But since we're seeing the world the way it is now, specifically in America, how things are going, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the smartest idea to be bringing students into a basically harmful situation. But anyway, leave me your opinions down below. I would love to hear them. If you have a school that you're attending, what your thoughts are. If you have kids that are attending, mine are, unless we can ethically go back to school and know that our kids are going to be safe, as well as the staff and teachers and all of that, I can't ethically say that I can return back to school that way. But also, I also don't want to lose a job, so I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place, as most people are. Okay, so for some reason I changed the ordering of this thing around just to see how things would fit, I think. But I did the arrow sticker with the workout, like I mentioned earlier, right after I woke up. And I did my laundry this day, so I used a half box to indicate that. And then this extra sticker that I found from my extras book to show that I did my laundry. I was able to go to H Mart this day as well, and I'm going to indicate that later. But that's basically our Korean grocery market area, and I was able to get these instant milk tea, so I made one for myself that night, and I indicated it with this 110 million sticker that has Siwi, I think she is, or Steamy, and she has some gold foil on her, and I never really got the chance to use it because I usually always use silver. So I used her in this spread just because it matched really well. And at the end of the night, we were able to go to our friend's house just to eat some tacos, and that was really nice. We haven't had tacos in a bit, so that was nice to just have some time to eat tacos with them. At the end of the night, I was able to watch some YouTube, so I just used this extra YouTube laptop sticker, I should say, that I got from the kit that was provided, as well as this YouTube script. Next, moving on to Friday, it was another day that I used another day extender. There were a lot of things happening this week with the holidays approaching. And I really wanted to mark that it was my last payday this week. So I used this payday sticker that I got from my extra sticker book, as well as this wallet full of money. I believe this is from Planting Roses. And then this cat that I found in my extra stickers book as well, just because it seemed like how I was feeling, which is because it was my last paycheck. I was very sad. This day we were going to my sister and brother-in-law's house because we haven't seen them in a while, and we wanted to celebrate the holidays with them. I was able to get this cake last minute from an Instagram shop that's also a friend of my cousin's. So I just used the Simply Watercolor Co. cake and this extra box that I got to mark that I was picking up the cake that day. The cake turned out gorgeous. I asked her to do this red, white, and blue kind of ombre cake, with it being a chocolate cake, but sadly the filling and the cake was actually really dry. So I marked that I was getting ready that day with the Coffee Monster Sticker Co. sticker, as well as we made a stop to Mariano's right before we went to their house, and I used this grocery bag that's from Once More with Love. Afterwards, I bought these stickers a while ago from Planting Roses, and it's just to mark whenever I go to my sister and brother-in-law's, just because they have a dog that looks very similar to this. and I just wrote that to indicate that we were going to their place. I actually brought my dog as well, and it was really nice to see them interacting. My sister and brother-in-law's dog is named Charlie, and my dog is named Milo. Charlie is a puppy, and Milo is almost 10 years old this year, so they're complete opposites. Charlie kept wanting to play with Milo, and Milo just kept trying to go to me or my fiance and not wanting to play at all. He's a very, very big mama's boy and doesn't like to interact with other puppies as much, other dogs as much. He really likes puppies usually, but because Charlie's a larger puppy, he doesn't really like to play with him as much. Moving on, I used this half box just to indicate that we were having a pizza night at their place. We got to play a lot of games as well. Pulling up stickers, I realized from these sticky essential day extenders are very, very hard, so I try not to do it as much as I can, but sometimes you can't help it. Luckily, this turned out okay, and when you flatten your planner book and leave it for a couple days, it usually turns out okay. We had Little Caesars this night, which I haven't had in the longest time. Little Caesars is basically pretty cheap pizza for where we are. Considering we're in Chicago, which is known for its deep dish pizza, I'm actually the opposite, and I really love thin crust. And Little Caesars specifically has this 3-meat treat, which is pizza, pepperoni, and bacon, and I really, really love how they cook their pizzas, as cheap as it is. I believe it's only $8 for the 3-meat treat, which is the one that I usually like to enjoy. So we got to enjoy a couple different variations of Little Caesars. I think we also got one that was cheese-filled crust, which I'm not a big fan of just because I don't like cheese that much, but the other people enjoyed it. That night we were playing a lot of games, so I just used a Once More with Love game night sticker on top of this little washi strip, just to indicate that we were playing a lot of different games that night. At the end of the night, I went to my friend's house, and we were able to have some fun there and just enjoy each other's company. Seeing a lot of my friends these past couple weeks have been really helping with my mentality, and I still try to keep as safe as I can, obviously, because I have asthma and I am high risk. I keep myself wearing the mask just to protect myself as well as others in case I am asymptomatic, but it was very nice just to see more people these last couple weeks. I found this weekend banner in my extra stickers book, and I decided to use this one since it had the pink and the orange. Although the sticker was glossy for the weekend banner, I thought it still matched pretty okay with the rest of the kit. The one that came in this kit was very, very small, and I didn't really like how it fit with the rest of the spread, so I didn't decide to use that one. At the beginning of Saturday, my fiance made a smoothie, so I just used this fancy label as well as this smiling sticker that's from my extra stickers book, and I just use that to mark that. I have some smoothie stickers, but they're silver foiled, so I didn't want to clash with the gold foil that's in the kit, so I just used the happy smiling sticker. I think I've mentioned it before, but if you look at the sidebar that I usually use, all the habit trackers, for the past couple weeks, I've been putting my dog on this medication that the doctor prescribed, since there were a lot of thunderstorms in Chicago, and since July 4th was coming up. My doctor prescribed him some pills just to help him with separation anxiety, as well as his anxiety over thunderstorms, as well as fireworks. And this day was the true test to see how he was. I was really concerned of returning back to school just because he's so used to me being at home. I was scared that his separation anxiety was going to be even worse. So for the 4th of July, we went to our friends to have a barbecue, and we have a security camera to look at my dog while we do so, and I was watching him the whole time, and he was actually okay on his own, which was very, very surprising, as well as kind of comforting just to know that he's okay. I don't like to give him medication, and I hate that I have to give it to him just because, I don't know, sometimes he seems like he's being very affected by the medicine, where he doesn't seem like the same dog anymore, but it was only during the first couple weeks when I was giving him the medicine. He's kind of returned to the same state that he was before, where he's kind of a little more playful now. Before, when he was starting on the medication, for some reason, it just seemed like he was sleepy all the time. So I was going to talk to the vet and see if he was okay, but since he returned back to normal, I thought it was going to be okay. And since we came home from the barbecue that night, Usually he would be a slobbering mess and there would be a ton of saliva from him drooling all over the floor, but we came home and he was actually laying down and actually okay and just happy to see us. So I was very grateful for that. To catch up with the rest of the day, I was just marking that I got ready the same way I was always doing with the Coffee Monster sticker. As well as we went to my fiance's families for a kind of lunch slash brunch to their place. So I did that, and then right before we left for the barbecue, my fiance really wanted me to cut his hair just because it was growing for a very long time, and I've started to become his basically personal salon. Cutting his hair is very, very stressful for the both of us, and it really tests our relationship, but I think I did an okay job. We went to the barbecue, and his friends were commenting on it and saying that it looked pretty good, so I'm grateful for that. Friend's barbecue that I went to, he owns a husky, so I had this husky sticker that was from Planting Roses, and I just like to use it whenever to mark whenever we go to his place, since his place is the place that we frequent often among the friends. And then this Scribble Prince Co. sticker that says watch fireworks was from an extra sampler. I'm not sure from where, but I just added that just because my friend's sister was actually really excited about 4th of July this year for some reason and really wanted to do a lot of fireworks. So they actually bought a ton of fireworks. And I actually have a love-hate relationship with fireworks. I love, love, love to see them. And I think they're gorgeous and beautiful and all of that. But I am terrified of fire and loud noises, basically. So I never know what to do because she was setting them off as well as his friends. And it was just very stressful on my part. At the end of Saturday, I just marked that we came home and my dog was okay. I had this dog sticker, I forget from where, but this is exactly how my dog looks like when he's sitting like that or standing like that, and it looks exactly like him to a T. Moving on to Sunday, we were able to do brunch at home again, and we were able to finish Dead to Me finally. I don't usually cook, but usually it's not a horrible thing that I come out with. That night I made some tofu and it was a complete fail. I was super hyped about it, and I was making my fiance super hyped about it, and it just came out really, really bad. But we were able to watch Hamilton that night, so I used this extra sticker that I think was from the Vegas spread sticker sheet that's from Once More with Love. And covering the play cards there, I just used this little guy that I had from, I think it's Snowflake. I'm forgetting where the shop is from, but this little guy just looked like one of the characters that were from the show, so I just used it to mark that we watched Hamilton together, and I really, really loved it. I don't think I could have stopped smiling at all. It was just amazing. I love Broadway and I love musicals, so it was just I really didn't think I would ever like it because it's history, and me and history do not like mix at all. History, I really do bad at paying attention to it, and because of the rapping as well, I'm not a fan of rapping. I think out of all music genres, that's probably my least favorite. And since it's the combination of the two, I really didn't think I was going to enjoy Hamilton, but it was really, really good, and I really enjoyed the actors and actresses and looked them all up afterwards just to see where they're at right now. Netflix came out with the show The Floor is Lava, which is basically almost like any obstacle course show, and I thought it was really hilarious, so I just started watching that with my fiance. He kind of got more bored of it, so I've been watching it on my own, but I was doing my nails as well at the end of the night. And as you saw there, I was using some Scribble Prince Co. washi overlay just to put on the bottom of the spread, just to add some more foil to the bottom of it. And I was looking at the 1 in a million sheets, and I realized that they have these gold hearts that are included into the kit, and since I don't use gold that often, I decided to just sprinkle them into the spread wherever I could find a space. Since there was a lot of white space in the spread, and I also sprinkled some at the top where the day covers are as well. I'm really going to try to do a talk through the next time that I do my plan with me. It might not be the next one, but it will. Hopefully I'll try to do one soon just to see how I would like the format of that. I think it would give me some stress, to be honest, but I really wanted to try it to just see how I like it over voiceovers, because voiceovers, I feel a lot of breathlessness when I do this, and I don't know if it's the same with a talk through, but we'll see. And hopefully you guys, if you guys haven't subscribed already, please do, so that you guys can see it as well. If you want to follow my Instagram, it's always linked below, and if you want to see how these spreads turn out, it's Plan with Eva, and they sometimes turn out different from the way that I end up leaving it, just because I always like to look back and just add some more things if I see fit. At the end of my spreads, I always like to add little bows and these little borders. I've been trying to use up all my foil stock, just because I don't think I'm going to be repurchasing any of these. Foil wise, I think unless they're icons, I don't think I'll be buying any more scripts, just because scripts I feel like are an unnecessary amount of money that I don't need to be putting into my life right now. So I'm trying to use up the stock that I have, and hopefully I don't buy any more, but unless there's a really good sale, I should say. So I just added some gold foil to random spots that I thought could use it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit to show you guys the wiggle. Here's the end of my spread. I really liked how this week turned out. I hope you guys liked the little wiggle that I was able to do, and I'm not usually a gold foil person, but this spread turned out really well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!